Okay, going live, going live. 4 seconds in, going live. Good morning, good morning. Davina Lyons here, founder of Tribe Authentic Woman. It's my Saturday morning chat time. Actually, my favorite time. I look forward to it the night before. I just can't wait. I'm just thinking about how I get to get up and connect with my tribe. So I'm here. As you log on and or catch the replay, please comment and let me know that you are here, that you are listening, and please engage. This is time with the tribe, no agenda. I realize that there's a lot of interactivity throughout the day or the week or however long until the next Saturday. So I'm just showing up and here I am. So, looking forward to some folks getting on board. I just realized I don't have earrings on. I love earrings. To not have earrings on is crazy. But that's okay because I always have earrings nearby. So, whoever you are, I see one person watching. Just jump in and let me know you're here. I'm going to turn around and get my earrings because I love earrings and I need my earrings. And so, and I happen to have the earrings that match my top. So, I'm just gonna put my earrings on. I'm sure. Frida! Yes, how are you? Good to see you. Glad you could join. Look, look at that. Look at that. Right? Love my earrings. Yes, I do feel naked without my earrings. I don't know what that is, but I've always been that way. Don't let me. Okay, which ear did I just? Okay, don't. One thing about this live, it is gonna be authentic. Hey, Patty, thank you for joining. Oh, Patty's on the street. She's been showing up for us. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. How is everyone? Are we feeling independent? It's Independent Day, Independence Day. It's Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you. Yeah, I love these. I love it when I find something and it comes together. And this is like my favorite top. I mean, it's just a t-shirt, but I just love it because it's purple, right? And I wear it um, probably more than I should. In fact, it's in a lot of my photos, but it's just because it's like my favorite top. So this week, this Saturday, I want to talk a little bit about Independence Day. Today is a special day. This is a day that the country celebrates, and rightly so. And and I definitely am totally yes, I am totally in support of celebrating our country, our great country that we live in. I definitely still very much so believe that our country is a wonderful place to be. And wow, we may have a few bad actors in this country. That does not spoil the entire place. This is so I'm all in support of independence, but I want to talk about independence from a different perspective. And again, there is no agenda. I am totally feeding off of what my thoughts are, but also what your feedback is. So, interactivity is really what I'm looking for, engagement. I'm watching your comments and I'm going to respond. And even later in the replay, when people comment, I will come back and I will respond. This is just 30 minutes, 30 authentic minutes of hanging out. So, just imagine if you were in a room and I walked in and I just had an opportunity to sit down and just hang out. That's really what the flavor is that I'm looking for with this every Saturday morning chat time. It's with all of us being kind of on lockdown and all the different things that are going on, I think we're losing our connection a little bit. And yes, we have to use the technology. That's our new normal. Um, Zoom has become I've never used the letter Z as much in my life as I have with Zoom because I say it daily and I'm scheduling it and I'm constantly on. But you know what? I'm also very thankful for it because if we didn't have that medium to be able to communicate, just imagine what it would be like. Think about 100 years ago when they had the Spanish flu and they didn't have technology. and they were masked up and they had to stay in their homes. And how did they communicate? Like, wow, like that had to be horrific. So I'm grateful today. And so for me, I see this as a form of independence. Um, I see this as the ability to be free, to be able to pop on and you can see me. If I knew how to function well in that Facebook chat room, probably I'd see you too. But we all know, right, Patty, how that turned out for me. Um, and so I just think this is probably a better way for people to drive by and jump in and join us. So that's why I'm doing it this way. But anywho, how are things? What's been going on? Talk to me about your independence. Have you been feeling independent? Have you been feeling not so independent because of the pandemic, or what's been happening? Share. Um, I've been selfishly enjoying all this time, really, really enjoying it. Really looking at Tribe, looking at even my education stuff. I spent this past week was the first week that I wasn't teaching summer school, that I wasn't working on pacing guides, and there was actually some time where I wasn't working. Like I wasn't like I kicked back and I watched TV, Netflix. I actually did some Netflix stuff. Um, if you've ever seen Iglesias, it's hilarious because it's he's a teacher in an inner city school, and it's comedy. He's a comedian. If you haven't watched Iglesias, you should watch it. These kids are amazing actors, and it's just the comedy is just so funny. I'm a big fan of comedy. I don't do horror flicks. Anybody that knows me knows I don't do scary stuff. I don't do too much serious drama or any of that. I'm really, really engaged with comedy because I like to laugh. To me, laughter is like medicine. Laughter is wonderful. And so um, I will binge on an entire season of something funny. I will also watch stand up comedy ad nauseum. I love stand up comedy. I mean, I get into all different types of comedians. I'm diverse with it. I just love it. I love female comedians. I like to listen. Not all of it's funny. Not all of it. Maybe not all the comedic timing is real on point. But 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 it's meant to make you laugh. It's meant to make you happy. And so I have a lot of respect for people who earn a living making other people happy. So comedians are at the top of my list. So still waiting for more folks to come on, but I still want to hear from you guys. So far I've heard from Brina and Patty. If anybody else is watching, let me know. Go ahead and say hi. Where are you? Oh, Cami! I had to scroll. Did not see you there, Cami. Good morning. Welcome, welcome to the chat. Um, yeah, and I'm still learning the technology, but this is my 30 minutes of just being me. So I learn as I go. I'm authentic. I let you know my flaws. I'm feeling good. I got my earrings on. I had to do that. All is well there. So yeah, I had some time. Hey, Cami, I had some time to myself this week, and I had some time to reflect and, of course, think about all of the great things that I want to do with Tribe, how I want to move forward. I'm very excited about Tribe. We have been on the theme of personality traits, and last Sunday we had our um, workshop, the second in the 8 steps of mastering authenticity. and I loved it. Speaking of Cami, Cami was the co-facilitator, trainer. She did an amazing job of the color code. She's a certified color code professional. She knows her stuff with that. And with that, I went back and I had done the color code in the past, but I don't know if some of you noticed I posted that I'm a red. So I shared my thing about power, and I shared vision and leadership, and it's just spot on. And so the reason why we focus on personality, the prior month we started out the 8 steps with identity, and now we're in personality. And it's so important to make the connection not only with your deep identity and the things that make you who you are, but why you act the way you do is coming up, which is next month. That's behavior. But in between there is this sweet thing called your personality, your persona, how you show up, and so what people see of you, and so it's nice to have a baseline or a starting point or something that you can refer to. And so the color code is your driving core motives, what you're motivated from. And it's really based on your and I'm not trying to do I can't do the job that Cami can do in explaining this, because I am her student when it comes to color code. But I will say that it's one of the best assessments that I've done, because it's simple. And for me, I like simple, plain, clear, easy to understand. um, I've done the alphabet soup one, Myers Briggs. I've done that one. I've done others that are like that, but maybe because I'm a creative and I'm visual, the color thing works for me. I can see it. I can see myself as a red, and by the way, red's a great color in my opinion. So it's a great color because of what it signifies in in my world. So but there's blue, there's white, and there's yellow. And so there's some stuff about that. And if you're in the Authentic Me community, we take much more of a deep dive in sharing and giving you information that's going to help you understand that. But we are definitely unpacking our personalities. Those who showed up this past Sunday, great discussion, and really enlightening, because as some people shared when they did the assessment, the pre-work for the workshop, they were surprised. They were surprised. And a lot of the questions on there really challenge you, like really make you go, ooh, I'm not any of that, am I? mm, Maybe I am. Yeah, okay, I do act that way. Or I do think that way. And that is so important. When I The whole point behind Tribe is to give you that space where you can ask yourself really deep questions, challenge yourself to be better. And then having people back you up and support you in doing that, that's amazing. And there's no mean girls in Tribe. There's no mean girls at all. We don't do mean girls. So everybody is just loving and supportive, and it's a caring, accountable community. And so with that, uh, personality thing was a great one to tackle, because now we're starting to emerge. First, we talk about how we came here, our identity, as a child, our family structure, our race, and all that stuff. And now we're moving into uh, how I am, how I act at times. But more, there's a fine line between personality and behavior, right? Because personality, that persona piece, that's what people see. That's how they see you, your characteristics. But it's also about your mindset, and it is also about your behavior. But we're gonna like scaffold, and we're gonna go more into specific behavior, because behavior also has to do with, um, you behave a certain way in certain environments. But that's next month. I'm still We're still working on personality. And so that's kind of what's going on with Tribe. Also, I am We're doing some remodeling of the website at times, so things are changing. But I want you to engage, and I would say the best way to engage with me, if you have questions about Tribe or if you are curious, is through Messenger, within this group, with actually within the page, the Tribe Authentic Woman Facebook page, the business page, using the message or message me there. And also, you can communicate with me one to one if you need to. I have discovery calls. If you go on the website, you can see how to schedule a discovery call. But again, the website is being remodeled. I'm adding more, we're bringing more in. And I just want to make sure that people don't get confused. So if at any time you see something you don't understand, help me out. Send me a note. Let me know. So what is this? Or, ask questions. And again, if you catch this on the replay, definitely identify yourself and, again, let me know if you have questions. We're always open to that. Also, this past week on Wednesday, and every Wednesday going forward, we are giving an opportunity for you to promote yourself. And so I was in there going, hello, where is everybody? And, so I know a lot of different groups do this. And, I just think it's important. I think it's important that you have an opportunity, and that's whether you're an authentic me community person that's, closer into the tribe happenings or not. If you come on the tribe page and you want to share on Wednesdays in that specific thread, because we have to have some structure, right? Because otherwise it'll be all willy-nilly and people will be like, where am I? Why am I here? What is this about? So I definitely want the Wednesday thread is when you have an opportunity to post and share your business or share an opportunity or share something great that's happening in your life. I mean, that's all of that is super important. I just want it to be two-way. I want people to have that opportunity to show up in the tribe and share who they are. And so I have to admit, one of the things that I've failed at, because, human, and I'm disappointed in myself about, is that at some point I lost track of the new people joining. And I think at one point there were so many that joined, and I was all over the place in trying to manage all the different outlets that I have in social media. But I thought that it would keep track of all new members, and at one point I realized, oh, it's only like a week and then they go away and then the next group. And then I said, well, I miss people, so now I don't want to welcome people and not welcome people, and so now I haven't welcomed people. So I'm going to be doing a blanket welcome, and then I'm going to be better about that, because I don't want people to think that they're not welcomed when they join the group, because they are. It's just I failed to keep up with all the names, and I can't figure out who's been welcomed and who hasn't. So I'm going to do like a mass welcome ceremony type thing in the group. I'm in a little bit of a goofy mood this morning. It's because I'm happy and I'm feeling independent. So my initial question is, how independent are you? Cami, do you feel independent? Talk to us about independence. Patty, do you feel independent? Brina? And there's a fourth person who's just kind of watching, but I don't know who they are. So identify yourself. Let me know you're there and engage. We're 19 minutes in of a 30-minute chat. And let's see, is there anything else that I want to share that's going on? There's a lot going on. I know that we've been paying attention to all of the increases in the COVID cases, and For me, as a middle school teacher, that's a huge concern. Anyone else having any concerns about employment or, and even on the replay, share any concerns about employment or the loss of it or the closures of the gym? That's a big thing, I guess. Closing the gym, Mountainside Fitness is fighting back. And I watched the CEO yesterday talk about that. Um, I kind of have to understand both sides. That's tough. I'm sure it's tough to have a lot of employees. He kept saying 1,500 employees that he has to tell that they're not coming to work. That's hard. That's hard. But at the same time, and then there are people that look at it like, well, it's about the money. Well, money is what people use to pay their bills. Money is what people use to survive. At the same time, survival health wise is important too. It's a balancing act. Wouldn't want to be the governor, wouldn't want to make the decisions that he has to make. Um, some people aren't feeling so independent today because they can't go hang out at the beach and do what they'd really like to do on a day like today. So it's tough for everyone. But at the same time, I guess you have to put it in perspective, and the best perspective that suits you and your family and your situation and your circumstances. I've learned not to judge people who feel one way or the other because I don't know their situation. I don't know if someone is more concerned about feeding their children and they'll take the risk. They'll take the risk to go to work because they want to feed their children. And so I cannot sit back and look at that person and say, they're this or they're that. I have to understand that I don't know their situation. And all too often, I see in social media people slamming one another because of choices that they're making or the way they feel. So I think I don't know. I think it's important to take care of yourself. And that's why I say, with Tribe, it's about turning that lens inward. It's about looking at yourself. Because if we really look at ourselves and our own behaviors and really focus on our growth, our development, learning more about how we should function on this planet, what we can do to help this planet. If we spent much more time working on ourselves, there wouldn't be too much time to focus on other people in a negative way. Now, I'm all about building people up, but I'm definitely not about tearing people down. Even when people don't agree with me, I have my moments with certain people in leadership. I'm working on that. But at the same time, I don't take it but so far. Because at the end of the day, I know that we all have our way of being, right? We all have our identity and our personality traits. So the best thing to do is try to understand the difference between you and the difference between others. And if there's a gap that needs to be shored up because you have to interact with someone or work with them or whatever the case may be, now that's a place to focus. But in general, millions of people on social media across the planet, I ain't got time for that. I'm not going to lose my mind about what people do and say when I can't reach out and touch them and they need help, but they don't have to get it from me. Um, but I do care about my tribe, right? And I do care about women and children mainly. That's my big thing. Now, when I say that, I'm not being negative against men. I think men are great people too. Does that sound kind of weird? Yeah. I'm just saying that. I just had that whole matters thing come through my head. I have to be real. Did I almost say women and children matter? Yes, yes, I did think that. Anyway, I'm having a great day already. I'm feeling wonderful. I am feeling wonderful. So, we're getting close to the end. I just want to point out that the next Tribe Authentic Woman workshop will be on the fourth Sunday. And in fact, they're all on the fourth Sunday. That's one of the overhaul issues in the website, getting my, and I won't say who my carrier is, but I'm working with them to get my calendar to work right. But hey, you know, I'm not that techie. I'm techie, but I'm not the website techie. So I'm working on that. But definitely just keep in mind the fourth Sunday. The fourth Sunday of every month is the right through December. If anything changes, it would probably change in January if we decide to change it. But right now, every fourth Sunday um, is at 2 p.m. on Zoom. On Zoom, right? Now, the registration to register for the workshops, at this point, it is a partially manual process, but what you need to do is log in to my website, DavinaLyons.com/community. And you need to scroll down, and there is an area where you can make the decision of how you want to move forward. If you want to be a part of the Authentic Me community, if you want to register for just one workshop, or if you would like to lock it down for a year and say, hey, I'm all paid up and I want to really take a deep dive, engage at a much higher level within Tribe, then please do so. I love it. Right now, we have a great community, and we will, I'm sure, continue to have a great community. And um, so that's one way to do that, is to go to the website and engage at that level. And again, the other way to engage with me is through Messenger. That's my favorite, Facebook Messenger, off of the Tribe Authentic Woman Facebook page, the business page, the page that also asks for a recommendation if you are engaged with Tribe. Hint, hint, for those of you who are Authentic Me um, community members, as well as those who casually visit Tribe. But if you get anything out of it, give feedback. That's my point. Definitely give feedback, positive or negative. You give your feedback, your authentic feedback, because that allows other people to understand what Tribe's about, what other experiences. It's one thing for me to say it, it's another thing for people who experience it to share. That's why Yelp is so big, right? Because that's where people go. They go to see, do I really want to eat at this restaurant? Do I really want to buy furniture from this place? Do I really want to hang out with these women in this tribe? That's how it works. So yes, um, give some feedback, and also what else? Yeah, I'll be here every Saturday morning because I enjoy this. You give me 30 minutes to talk, I'm good with that. Obviously, you know, I'm good with that. And I do notice that people, as they, because, I guess 9 o'clock on Saturday morning is probably not a time when a lot of folks are up sitting on Facebook, but those that are, that's cool. But the replay is very valuable because, again, I get to continue the engagement. So please do that. I'm going to keep showing up. I'll be here. No agenda. Just so you know, I'm intentional about having no agenda because to me, this is an opportunity for you to see me for who I am. And if you know me already and you've been around me, then you understand that this is my authentic personality. But I want others to see and get a glimpse of that. That's not to say that I won't at times do videos that are scripted, because not always can you ramble, right? This is my little rambling session. It's okay. I've carved this time out to do this, but don't feel like every time I'm going to do that when I come on a video. It's just my Saturday morning chat time. Just my Saturday morning chat time. It's when I do it, and I love it. I enjoy it. Um, what else? I'm feeling pretty independent right now. Well, yeah, we're at 30 minutes. This is it. So I want you all to have a very safe, very, very safe Independence Day, 4th of July celebration time, in whatever capacity you are able to engage with your family, your friends, understanding that distancing, social distancing is important. Um, be safe, be safe, be safe, and be healthy. But enjoy it. Maybe there's a huge Zoom you can do with family all over the country and celebrate. I don't know. I have to think about what I'm going to do in that sense. But I've had my time with you all, and that's important to me. So have a wonderful time. We are at the 30 minutes, and I will see you next Saturday. All right? Okay. Have a wonderful day.